Okay, last subject we're going to speak about here in this series of perspective. Um, we always going to give an editorial at the end. I think an editorial is an art form that has been lost on the public. When I was a younger guy, some of the older people they may know this, and the people from my age range in the 40s, we remember this back in the 70s, 80s. I remember one time, I watched the show All in the Family. Racist guy Archie Bunker. I find a lot of humor in his ignorance. But he at one time he gave an editorial. He was on the news and he was able to give an editorial. This is a lost art form. A lot of people these days, they're so offended by another person's opinion. With the proliferation of cyberbullying, the proliferation, and these people have a right to be whatever they be, the LGBTQ and whatever letters that now added onto it community, they have the right, they have these rights, and they're highly offended. Even some people from the urban areas who are African American or Hispanic, they get offended by things, and rightly so. Everybody has the right to feel like how they want to feel, but I think the editorial is a lost art form. So with this editorial, some people have been seeing me who know me. I've been posting on social media. My editorial, I want to talk about Me Too. Um, I think the Me Too thing that's going on right now, I think it's like a Salem witch hunt. It's really a shame. Some people are actually victimized, but some people are going out their way to destroy people. It's a fine line. You gotta know, you gotta be smart enough to be able to decipher when someone is truly a sexual deviant and someone is actually being targeted for business, political, or personal reasons. It's a very fine line. And it goes to the old adage that I learned in the criminal justice system with some judges and lawyers conveyed to me before. They said that to me that one judge in particular, and I read it also. This is a legal maxim. If you go in some of the old black law dictionaries, when I worked in the law library, this was one of the first things I learned that they would, in the so-called law, they would rather let 100 uh, guilty guys go than to prosecute and find one innocent guy guilty. Look at the harm in that. They would rather allow 100 guilty guys to go instead of finding one innocent guy guilty. Is a great crime in that. I've been through that experience and I know it well. A lot of people haven't. I was falsely accused coming out the criminal justice system being a sex offender. I got past that legally. I moved on with my life, but I know guys who experience those type of things every day. We see the bigger cases with Me Too. We see Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Dr. York, all these guys. Only they know the truth. I think it's some funny things personally going on with Bill Cosby case. I think it's some things even with Harvey Weinstein case. He's not all the way guilty. I think he's more on being prosecuted, whether people agree with me or not. And this is my editorial, just my opinion. No offense to anybody, but I believe that Mr. Weinstein, he's on trial more for being an asshole than anything else. He's more on trial for that than anything else. The casting couch is a well-known structure in Hollywood scenes. Governor Cuomo, he's a powerful man. He was unmarried at the time. Some of these ladies, they had thousands of emails with Harvey Weinstein. The ladies were thanking him for doing the casting couch with him. Again, he did some sexual deviant acts. Let's not even get this confused. I'm not agreeing with what Mr. Weinstein did. I'm just saying that sometimes the public and people are going too far and prosecuting some of these guys. I seen guys on the sex offender registry. The guy had a girlfriend. He was 18 years old. The girlfriend was 16 years old. They make the guy a sex offender. But then you got something in New York State and many other states, for instance, you have a guy who's a presumptive sex offender. He's not actually on a sex offender act, but he goes around flashing his penis on women. He's really a sex offender, but he's not on a sex offender roll. I can relate thousands of these stories. I just want to say, we got to be careful a lot of time the labels we put on people, because we never know when the label will come back and harm us. You never know the things that you push so hard for until you're actually a victim of it. That's just my editorial. I want to thank you guys for watching the Yunus Capital Perspective. More videos coming out, more in the series we be going around. Hopefully in the future we do some interviews and stuff for some people in the community, some business people, some powerful figures, some people, some movers and shakers, some people who like to do things. And again, this is just some perspective we giving out to people so they could do some of the right things. They can make worthwhile decisions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you'll get some more from me.